waiting. And all these weeks we've been talking about what we're waiting for. Now, of course, waiting is a spiritual discipline that we get to be pretty good at during Advent and Lent. We're told to wait for the season of Christmas and wait for the season of Easter. But waiting is also a material concept. It's a commercial concept. I mean, every time you open the newspaper in December, everything falls out because we're waiting to get stuff, to give stuff, to wrap stuff. On Christmas Day, we find ourselves waiting for the food to get out of the oven. It's all about waiting. And then all in a moment, literally within about the same hour, all that waiting is over. All at once. Jesus is born, the presents are open, and the turkey's gone. Just like that. It's over. We all spend some good weeks gearing up spiritually, emotionally, materially, gearing up for the moment. And then it is gone as quickly as it seems that it came. We're a people who wait. Now, some of us might find ourselves at this time of year feeling like perhaps Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, or even a few more days than that, depending on how much time you get off from work. You think everything kind of gets put on hold for a moment, or a couple of moments, or a few more than that. And it feels good to know that there will be some time when everything can just sit. And it's just all about Jesus being born, the presents being opened, and the turkey getting eaten. That's it. Do you eat turkey on Christmas too, or is it ham? We always eat turkey. Both. Good solution. And then it's all over. And Monday comes again. There's a kind of disappointment that can come sometimes with Monday, or the day or two or three after Christmas, when that realization comes that everything just happened all at one time, and it's over. Now what happens, we wonder? Now that Christmas is over. Sometimes a kind of disappointment can set in. What do we do next? My daughter is about to turn 4 in just a couple of weeks, and I'm already worried about the disappointment that might set in the day after her birthday. You see, ever since she was 2, she's wanted to be 4. Something happened with 3. She never liked it, even before she turned 3. A year ago in early December, we were in an airport, so she was still 2, almost 3. And a little girl came up to her who was a little bit bigger and said, "How old are you?" And my daughter said, "I'm 4. And of course, this other little girl was 4, and she's thinking, "Who are you to say that you're 4? So I remember asking her, and reminding her, of course, that, well, you're 2 and you're almost 3. No, I'm not, I'm 4. And I thought, there's no arguing with a 2-year-old. And there's no arguing with a 3-year-old, I've discovered, and I hope I can argue with a 4-year-old. For crying out loud. So this whole year has just been one day after another of, I'm almost 4. So last January, she turned 3, and within a week, she was almost 4. Well, how old are you? Almost 4. Oh, for Pete's sake. I think when she was 2, she knew a 4-year-old who could do all kinds of tricks on the monkey bars. So in her mind, she's going to turn 4 and be able to do all kinds of tricks on the monkey bars. She's also decided that when she turns 4, she doesn't need a car seat anymore. And I said, I'll happily have the police come out and show you how you still need that car seat even when you turn 4. Everything's geared toward day. And there will be some tears the day or two after 4 comes, when she realizes it's the same me. I'm just a day or 2 old. Well, Christmas comes, and then it goes. And sometimes, as we shared with the children today, after Christmas looks an awful lot like before Christmas. But I think we can search back to Joseph and Mary to try to find a different way to see after Christmas. After Christmas. This morning with the youth at Sunday school time, I said, so let's think about it for a minute. Picture it. The baby's been born in the manger, the animals are still there. We're thinking, the shepherds and the wise men have come. What do you think Mary and Joseph were thinking at this point? And one of them said, that's a really hard question. I said, you're right. It's not meant to be, and there's really no right or wrong answer, but it's kind of hard. What on earth were they thinking? We have no way to know what they were thinking. I'm thinking that Joseph was in a panic. He's wondering, what am I going to do now? We got the gifts. The wise men have come. Clearly, this child is special. But now what do we do? We've never been parents before, and we've just been told that we're raising the Savior of the world. Does he take the same kind of formula as everybody else? Does he need special diapers? It's the Savior of the world. So I'm thinking, right as Joseph was in a panic, the angel of the Lord came. I wish the angel of the Lord would come so well when each of us are in our states of panic. But I think at just the right moment, the angel appeared that we heard about today and said, all right, here's the road you've got to take. You got to leave, go to Egypt, and wait. Wait, we've just been waiting all this time, Joseph must have thought. You got to wait a little bit longer. The only thing Joseph must have thought, surely, was Egypt. Egypt is not a good place for our people. Our people have been to Egypt before. It didn't fare well. But we have to go to Egypt to wait and to protect Jesus. So they go to Egypt and they wait. And they continue listening. They continue with a daily routine that's required. They continue to draw closer to God, who faithfully continues to speak through angels and dreams to get them where they're supposed to go. After Christmas. What changes after Christmas? Mary's Mary, Joseph is Joseph, now there's a baby. What fundamentally changed was a way of looking at the world that now included this little small one. Not just given to them as a gift, but given to the entire